a fifth grader, says he hid under a pew while shots came through the stained glass windows of the church.
What do you want to say to your friend who helped protect you?
He's really brave, and I hope he's good in the hospital.
And what do you want to say to everyone that had to go to the hospital?
I hope you're okay, and I'm praying for you.
Police identified the shooter as 23-year-old Robin Westman. They say he had a rifle, shotgun, and a pistol, and purchased each legally. He did not have a known extensive criminal history. President Trump has ordered flags to be flown at half-staff in the wake of the shooting. Turning to weather now with NBC 26 Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland. After a summer cool down the last couple days, things are warming back up again. Cam, will this last for long?
Perry, just a beautiful day across most of northeast Wisconsin, a decent amount of sunshine and warmer temperatures getting back up into the mid and upper 70s. You can see on the time lapse that at times we had partly sunny to mostly cloudy conditions, but all in all, lots and lots of sunshine out there. And for the most part, dry weather. We've had a few showers north and east of Green Bay. Right now, they continue across the Door Peninsula. We're watching another area of thunderstorms here across far northwestern Wisconsin. The high-res future radar shows that activity dropping south for later on this evening. So showers and thunderstorms are on the way tonight, but not until after the game at Fox City Stadium. The T-Rats can expect 74 and sun and clouds for the first pitch. Look for mid-60s by the top of the ninth.
2 U.S. Navy ships have carried the name USS Wisconsin. Both of them powerful battleships. But now a third USS Wisconsin is officially under construction, and it's a different kind of warfighter. Our Avi Kargloth shows us the next era in the legacy of the Badger State.
I declare this keel to be well and truly laid.
It was a new chapter for the USS Wisconsin. A keel-laying ceremony in Rhode Island celebrated the ceremonial start of what will eventually be a ballistic missile submarine named after the Badger State. It will be the third ship bearing the name Wisconsin going back to the 1800s. But the previous ships were battleships, not submarines.
They really share that same mission of, you know, what they used to call battleship diplomacy or deterrence, right? Our stuff's bigger and badder than yours.
Mike Zitzer served on the second USS Wisconsin battleship during the Gulf War.
This right here is what I'm most proud of.
He views his time on the ship as a core part of who he is.
Once a battleship sailor, always a battleship sailor.
He says seeing the name continue is exciting for him as a new crew carries on the ship's legacy.
Those guys are the next generation to carry on the Wisconsin traditions. We wish those guys well, and hopefully they carry on our Wisconsin heritage the same way we did.
But he's not crazy about the type of ship the name was given to.
Do you think they should have retired the name USS?
I personally think they should have, yes. Once they commission that submarine, you'll never see it. You just won't. It's the way the nuclear triad works. I'll never badmouth them, but the Wisconsin will always be a battleship to me, not a submarine.
What would you say to some of the veterans who served on that battleship that still believe that the name USS Wisconsin should only be reserved for battleships?
There's a long tradition in the U.S. Navy of naming ships a second time, a third time. I take a lot of pride, and especially hope the Wisconsinites take a lot of pride, that the USS Wisconsin will always be known, you know, as the biggest and the baddest in the U.S. Navy.
Reporting for NBC 26, I'm Avi Kargloff.
A new addition to the 53-man roster, familiar faces from training camp joining the practice squad. Oh, and those Micah Parsons rumors. I'm Kelly Hallinan at Lambeau Field, where we got to see the Packers back in action after the initial roster was set. First, linebacker Nick Neiman joins the team. He was drafted by the Chargers in 2021 and signed with the Texans in the spring. With Neiman on the team, 7th-round cornerback pick Micah Robinson was released. We also saw 3-time Super Bowl champion offensive tackle Darian Kennard for the first time at practice.
I just felt we needed a little bit more depth, a guy who has some experience playing, a guy who could fit multiple spots, and it just kind of made a little bit of sense for us.
As rumors swirl surrounding four-time Pro Bowler Micah Parsons potentially being traded from the Dallas Cowboys, Gutekunst said he's not always a huge believer that you're ever one player away. Still, he added, when players of that caliber become available, you're always trying to get them.
Yeah, first of all, I can't talk about any players on any other teams, but I think, again, every opportunity that's out there that if we think it could help the Packers, we're going to take a long, look at. And, again, if that opportunity makes sense to us, then we'll do it. And if it doesn't, we won't.
Gutekunst also said they're very excited about keeping Nazir Stackhouse because of his size and athleticism. That extended the Packers' streak to 21 years of having an undrafted free agent make the roster.
I think we have a great history there, I think. And the most important thing to me is that the community understands that if they send their player to Green Bay, he's going to get a fair shake and he's going to have a chance to make the football team.
Now to injury updates. Jordan Love was a full participant in practice, and Jaden Reed was also practicing. Gutekunst said both Reed and Nate Hobbs are trending towards being ready for Week 1. From Lambeau Field, Kelly Hallinan, NBC 26 Sports.
Coming up, we take you inside a small-town library and explain how it's making a difference for children as we work to raise money to give books to kids who need them.
You're watching NBC 26, part of the Scripps News Group.
NBC 26 is raising money to give books to kids right here in Northeast Wisconsin. Tonight, we're sharing how one small-town library makes a difference for children.
I'm your Lakeshore neighborhood reporter, Abby Hamachek, here in the youth department at the Kiel Public Library, where every story is about more than just words. It's about getting kids engaged and excited for learning.
It's just fun, it's relaxed, and it's free.
Children's librarian Sheila Draxler leads interactive story times at the library.
I always tell families, I'm not teaching your children to learn, but what we're doing here is getting them ready to learn and ready to read.
From songs to dancing, the library encourages kids to get active.
They always say a moving child is a learning child, so we want them moving. And our story times, we're dancing, we're singing, we're jumping up and down.
Every part of the program, including music, are all designed to engage children and keep them active while introducing literary concepts.
They learn a lot. He already does the ABCs and he's only 2, and stuff like that, and he learns the words with the sound.
And it's all made possible through books.
Why is it so important that each and every kid receives a book and just has access to books?
Wow, because once you start reading, the whole world opens up to you. First we learn to read, then we read to learn.
This library doesn't just stick to literacy through their story time. They also teach hand-eye coordination, spatial awareness, and even
jumping on one foot. That's been a thing that he practiced here a lot, and he was able to do then. Just a lot of the fine motor skills.
The library says the skills children learn through story time carry into everyday life, giving kids a head start in learning.
This is probably your place to start.
Story times here at the Kiel Public Library are open to all ages and run Wednesdays and Fridays, giving everyone the chance to explore books and get engaged with learning. In Kiel, Abby Hamachek, NBC 26.
A friendly reminder, with just $6, you can help a Green Bay student build their own home library through our annual If You Give a Child a Book campaign. With your generosity, some children will receive the first books they've ever truly owned. Every dollar goes toward buying books for kids at Lincoln Elementary School. To donate, scan the QR code or text READ26 to 50155.
Earlier today, the National Weather Service confirmed another tornado. It touched down on August 9th. That's when the Jets were in town against the Packers. The same night as the horrific flooding in Milwaukee. It was rated an EF0. It was only on the ground and then the water of Eagle Harbor for about a quarter of a mile. And damage included one uprooted tree. Severe weather not expected tonight, but